They'll try and air. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that he should have made. And very little daylight there. On third down, Burrow. And he's got his man in. Have a Bengals first down as they're able to... get the third down conversion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The numbers for Mixon last week, 12 carries, 57 yards.
They get a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire it up and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On second down, here's Mitt. He'll get this one back to the 5-yard line. But great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the point by McPherson up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the not attempt to return. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Mixon, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. These two teams all tied after one. Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards.
Well, I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down now, Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets a... Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there complete to Ruggs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And he's closing in on that number. They're all running back circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game? First, that becomes the burden of the play caller.
Night, sweetheart.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's thrown here, going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's
And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 2. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. And defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like that? The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Now Joe Mixon pushing through the contact. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
On first down, Mixon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is down to 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Burrow on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first down, Mahomes.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray.
A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They go play action with Burrow. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. We're back now in KC. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes firing complete. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Got it open man. It's Ruggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second down, Mixon, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here we go. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete.
We play to win. Let's go. It's a gain of 6.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And boy, he is very close to a first. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll buy some time right.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And that is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 13. A minute 37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Mahomes.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gray.
Mahomes to throw it. Got McKissick.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Mahomes.
Going for the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Mahomes.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that...